think he went halfway to Eaglehawk.
Summernats, put your hands together for Juice all the way from Queensland. Didn't make it in the wild card, but he's come out here to push the limits in the open class. Oh,
Dave, I question if he hit the wall or the wall jumped out and hit him. Graham Rowe coming up to the start line in Gamble, the mighty big Queenslander. This is an immaculate panel van. We've seen him at a lot of different burnout pads around Australia.
Have a look at the graphics too. That is a new introduction. I haven't seen that for a while with the airbrushing on the side of this car. Blown small block forward in the front for our front distributor fans. As we clear the burnout pad here. Graham Rowe, very experienced in swinging this car around a burnout pad in many places around Australia, including places like Brash. That's Red Summernats. I know he's been to a number of times, but he's a familiar name here at Summernats as well. Fighting it out in the championship finals. It's time to take a bit of a gamble.
That's it for me. I'm done. That's my favourite.
Oh, Graham Rowe and Gamble does it again. The bar has been set for the Burnout Open Finals.
How much smoke did he make? Instant,
blanket.
constant, lots of it.
Blanket of the place of smoke. I couldn't see through between the camera and looking in. I had no idea where he was.
Well, this is what happens now when you grab Jack Seaman's 1-tonner that had the heart pulled out of it. You grab Fat Tony and grate the 6-litre LS out that we know revs well over 8,000 RPM and jam it in. They lend it to their mate Benny Boyle. It's like he's been here a million times. It's time for Benny Moore in loose Q. Summernats, put your hands together for the loose Q
Unfortunately, bins it in the corner. That's all right. His brother's a painter. Should be right.
Benny Moore, trying to be a pro burnout driver, just didn't quite pull it off there. I tell you what, he's worked hard. He put on a big show. Well, this next car, the number plate says it all. He came out yesterday's qualifying skid. The blower wine coming off the front of this thing was incredible. Made huge amounts of smoke. I really think this is, at the moment, this is one of the favourites for me, Dave, because we just know the RPM, smoke, and the way he drove this VL around the burnout pad. Kane McDonald has come forward, and you can see him eager, just clearing the throat of that blown small block in there. Oh.
I've seen him get this car around. It's been getting better and better every time it comes out.
Time to make an impact.
Oh, no. Seems like he's a bit stuck up there in his own smoke. When you're producing that much smoke, it's hard to see through. Oh, up in a big ball of flames. Both tyres are up. He's burning the back clean off it. Oh, Impact does it again. Big fiery burnout's my favourite type.
Well, if you're not going to win the burnout comp, you need to win social media. That will get you on the front cover right there. Massive fire out the back. Big tyre fire. Oh, the blown LS. Just raw fuel will be coming out of that. The heaps of fumes.
He's got a massive smile on his face. Oh, Summernats, you want to see him tear it off again? Come on, one more time. Let's go. Talk about impact! I ran when I saw this coming. It blew flames absolutely everywhere. The man knows how to put on a show.
Dave, that was unbelievable. Are you okay down there? Because you haven't got your fire suit on today. You're just trying to keep your distance.
I ran. I saw what was coming. I was out of there. This fat man doesn't run very often except for his own safety.
Oh, look at the back bumper on that. It is completely melted.
Are they going to let him do it again?
Oh, surely.
I don't know.
It's Summernats. It's the Castlemaine Rod Shop Burnout Pad.
Do you
we want to see it again.
Summernats! No, he's doing the same thing. He's driving off. Give him a round of applause on the way out. Impact certainly made an impact.
Dave, he's melted the signs off the walls there. We're going to have to fix that up a little bit.
I don't know if you saw, the flames came out to where I'm standing right now.
I was actually starting to think if I need a fire suit in the top of the tower here.
There's just certain cars you know to get out of the way.
Can I tell you, I think I joined the commentary box at the right time there, Lara. That was... it got a bit toasty up here too. When he came up here to that start line,
Yeah.
that was hot flushes.
I felt some heat. Most definitely. I thought, where are my marshmallows? I don't have them with me.
Definitely a barbecue up here. So while our fire is, make sure the track is all good to go for our next car come up.
Luke Rhodes in Barra 6, one of our few sixes that are coming through here for the Burnout Championship Open. Of course, there is a category for the best 4-cylinder, the best 6-cylinder, and then, of course, for first, second, and third. $5,000 in prize money up for first place here.
We're all inclusive here. We love all cars. We love all cars here at Summernats.
Yeah, but if you can bring out a 6 or a 4, you're in a pretty good chance to win your category because there's not a lot of competition for those.
Definitely. Very few cars in those rounds.
Luke Rhodes coming up in Barra 6. Got a passenger. Is the passenger happy? How could you not be happy if you were the passenger in the Burnout Championships here?
Oh, I tell you, I love the 3 trumpets out the side there of that barrel. It's pretty cool. Like that.
This car does sing a song. I've seen this car many times. It does sing a song.
Does it love singing the song of our people, Dave?
Power 6, make some noise. Worked the wheel out there. Talk about turning it every corner, right against the walls. Pushing the limits of your car. That's what you're going to have to do in this top 40.
Luke Rhodes did an outstanding job there. Right now, though, Will Drew is coming up in Drewy, the little Vauxhall. Not often you say the little Vauxhall on a burnout pad, Dane.
This car was, interestingly enough, was actually bought to be garden art, but they decided to do something different and chuck a 6-litre LS and come and have some fun here at Summernats 37.
Still be garden art one day. Right now, though, it's Rod Shop burnout art.
Coming in hot. I like it. Turns it around perfectly to face an exit chute. Could not have done that better. Oh, just stops in time. Did it touch? Oh, did it touch? Saves it. What a save. It's unbelievable that he saved that. That was impressive.
Close only counts with hand grenades, Dave. He's good.
Wow. Get those limited fingers in the air, Summernats. He wants it. Make some noise for Drewy on his way out. Talk about an entertaining burnout.
I loved that. Will Drew did a fantastic job.
That was so good.
Hey, we got Hazard coming up to the start line with Harry Seaman at the wheel.
Beautiful. Love this yellow side blown 202. Always a great performer here on the Castlemaine Rod Shop burnout pad. Let's hope he makes it to the final.
Just bumps the wall there. Poor Harry Seaman. He's got some painting to do. Let's give the Hazard a round of applause on the way out. Harry Seaman absolutely folds the back of that car in half. Doesn't bother him, just sends it all the way out.
I love how he used all the pad 2 Dave, from the top end to the bottom end, all through the middle, and a little bit over the edge too into that wall, unfortunately.
Yeah, and a bit of the wall.
Yep.
Damo is up on the start line now, though. Damo Stockham, one of the leaders of the Winging It Motorsports crew. I know there's a heap of them out here in the crowd today. Dave, can you hear any of them down there?
Not yet. I'm sure they'll come.
Not a lot of the Winging It guys managed to make it through to the Burnout Championship finals here, but Damo's going to do them proud. The big red Commodore just busting to get out there.
It sounds clean and crisp. Oh, winging it, centre the rubber, up to the Burnout gods. Absolutely solid effort there. Definitely contender.
That was clean, crisp RPM from that car, wasn't it, Dave?
It was great. It's still singing a song all the way out of the car park.
Damo doing the winging it, boys. Proud. They're going to love him. Hey, his big name coming up to the start line. I'm just going to clean up the pad because we know he likes the pad to be squeaky clean and perfect. This is the third car Chris Orchard will have brought out this weekend on the Castlemaine Rod Shop Burnout pad. Oh, I can't wait to see what he's going to bring in no lube. We're going to hear from a couple of our sponsors while we make sure that this pad is perfect.
Get ready for the ultimate racing showdown at New Year Nitro. Top fuel dragsters and Nitro funny cars team up for 2 days of heart-pounding, ground-shaking action. January 10 and 11 at Willowbank Raceway. It's an 11,000 horsepower, all-out battle at over 500 k's per hour. Catch the fastest cars on the planet only at New Year Nitro. Friday the 10th and Saturday 11th of January at Willowbank Raceway. Tickets on sale now at ndrc.tv.
Oz Wheels is a 1/64 scale die-cast manufacturing business, so we produce, manufacture and distribute all around Australia 1/64 scale die-cast cars. We started out with 2 different body styles, a panel van and a HQ 4-door, and now in Series 2 we have a total of 24 different bodies, including XAXB Falcons, XWXY Falcons, into a HXLE in the Holdens, and some Monaros thrown in there as well.
Top-rated air filters, premium spoilers, and quality seat linings. Australia's #1 online auto parts and accessories marketplace. eBay. Get exhausts, custom rims, polish, and more. All the parts you want at prices you love. On eBay.
Petrol heads, here's an exclusive Summernats special offer. Grab a 1-year subscription to Street Machine, the best car mag on the planet for half price. That's 12 issues full of the best street cars, events and tech delivered to your door. This offer is only available during Summernats, so scan the QR code.
Rare Spares has over 50,000 product lines and releases over 500 new products every year. Your local Rare Spares distributor has what you need when you need it. And as the only restoration company officially backed by Holden and Ford, we take our part in your project very seriously. Rare Spares, more than just a part in your project.
Show you're all ears to raise funds for crucial mental health research. How? By getting one of these bad boys. There's a mullet for everyone. In the office, on the site, at school, or mullet with your mates. Sign up for Mullets for Mental Health now.
Tough Streeters is proud to present Skid Row at this year's Summernats 37. If you love tough cars and want the chance to win one for less than $20, head down to the Tough Streeters marquee on Main Street and check out what's on offer. Don't miss out.
Are you ready to rock? Queensland's biggest car and bike festival, Rocky Nuts, hits the Rockhampton region April 4 to 6. Burnouts, drifting, street drag, show and shine, street parade, skid row and bikes. Do not miss this event. Tickets on sale now. rockynuts.com.au.
Building a street car through to a race car? Be sure to think of Aeroflow Performance. The ever-increasing range that started with just hose, fittings and fuel system components has grown to include boosted turbochargers, bang shift shifters, X-Pro ignition and electrical accessories, Bosch motorsport products, fabrication parts, as well as driveline and engine components. With an exceptional distribution network and inventory, Aeroflow products are always within reach. With more to come in the future, be sure to keep an eye out at aeroflowperformance.com.
Show you're all ears to raise funds for crucial mental health research. How? By getting one of these bad boys. Lucky for you, there's a few options to choose from, whether it's long and luscious, short and saucy, if it screams Bathurst forever or says single origin cold drip tanks. There's a mullet for everyone, in the office, on the site, at school, mullet solo or mullet with your mates. Sign up for Mullets for Mental Health with Black Dog Institute.
Welcome back to Street Machine Summernats 37, proudly supported by Rare Spares. We are down on the Castlemaine Rod Shop Burnout pad for the finals of the Burnout Championship. Dane, you were telling me also earlier this weekend, Chris Orchard, he had a wildcard entrant.
Yes.
He had a Pro Burnout Series entrant.
Yes.
And he had a Burnout Championship entrant.
Yes.
Now, his wildcard and his Pro Burnout Series cars have not gone swimmingly.
No.
This is his last chance to take home a big trophy.
He is here to party. He's absolutely partying in no lube. Came over with his mates. His mates actually own this car. He said he'll steer it for them because they're a little bit intimidated by the Summernats 37 Castlemaine Rod Shop Burnout pad. So he goes, guys, hand me the keys and I will show you how it's done. And that's what he's here to do today.
Dane, we're mates.
We are.
Do you want to give me a car like this to go out and play with, please?
Only if I can drive it.
Unfortunately, the car has a hiccup at the exact wrong time. Oh, Chris Ballistic Orchard absolutely lighting the place up. Make some noise for Chris Ballistic Orchard in no loop.
Oh, Dave, I reckon a little bit of that skid there was a bit of angry Chris. He's had a rough weekend here this weekend, hasn't he, mate?
It's not been his weekend for cars. And for that to have a hiccup like that, I saw the butterflies. They were wide open. He was trying to get it going again, and it just finally fired back up. And enough to torch the back of it. Lucky he has a paint shop.
He had full business face on down this top end up here, mate, when he came through. You could see he was absolutely going for it. Unfortunately, when he came back through from the exit chute, just wasn't happy on that little flip around.
Nah, it wasn't. It didn't like it. But anyway, he got the tyres off. Unfortunately, will hurt his score. But hey, it's not been his weekend at all, so whatever it is.
As much as it hasn't been his weekend, Dave, and he has had 3 pretty ordinary runs, I can't see him going out and buying golf clubs. I think he's still a Burnout fan.
Not a chance. The VF's already going back straight to BNR to get sorted out, and he will be back out touring Australia once again.
Jordan Denham on the start line with Siam Fry.
Suicide doors and all, but I want to kind of want to soft top. I want home Victoria, but it needs a lot of love. Like,
for some reason, the soft
80 or 90 on it.
For some reason, the soft tops look longer.
Summernats, put your hands together for Siam Fry! Absolutely pushing the limits out here. Somehow he missed the wall every time. Come on, guys, give him a round of applause on the way out.
Jordan Denham there, definitely delivering a very, very solid skid here for the Pro Burnout Series. We've got the Open Burnout Championship right now on the Castlemaine Rod Shop pad all the way. Is this from New Zealand land?
This is from New Zealand land. Shipped over on a boat, come across the water. And yeah, from my understanding this and Nut Out, they're actually going to be staying here for a little while and doing a bit of a tour of the country.
Hayden Kirkwood in Mr. Ralph Rotary. I've really enjoyed watching this all weekend.
I love it. It's different, hey? I love it. He comes out, he throws around. He's got good car control too. I actually quite like watching him skid. He's pretty good behind the wheel.
Summernats, get those! Mr. Ralph throwing the rubber clean into the crowd, all the way over the fences.
It hit the Chick Henry grandstand sign back there, Dave.
And over this, so clean over the top.
Unbelievable. Mr. Ralph's number plate falling off the back there as well.
That's a good souvenir.
Yeah, look, he was properly making a mess.
Those Kiwis know how to party.
I love now that the Pro Burnout Series is an international competition. We're not just going into state and into every other territory. We're going all the way across to the land of the long white cloud. Right now, though, we've got the RPM King, I believe.
RPM King, love this car. This is the Dodge NASCAR. Wait till you hear this thing sing at 8,500 revs. It is a sight for the ears and the eyes. I love it.
has happened here? We can't. Oh, no!
He got lost, Dave. He got a little bit lost.
That'll happen. That'll happen when you're producing that much smoke. He's kept it off the wall by the look of it, but that reverse will hurt his score.
Oh, no, there was some wall lock
right
there.
on the hop of the shot, mate.
Oh, I can see it now.
And there's a lot of speed coming down this entry chute.
Coming in.
That was
hot.
wild. Absolutely wild.
Is he going to go again?
Don't leave.
I think he's
Don't
leaving.
leave, Josh.
I'll give the RPM King a round of applause on the way out. He definitely brought all the RPMs with him.
He did. The RPM King, Josh Smith, at the wheel there on his way, I dare say, to our mates at Rare Spares to get a tail light and some other little bits and bobs there. 2 easies coming up next with Tyrone Arrow at the wheel. Big yellow beastie.
We see Tyrone a fair bit out at some Sydney comps, sponsored by Collector Clothing. They've got a good crew behind them this year, sponsoring a lot of tough cars. See out here sponsoring Reese Forrester as well in his Commodore. But can't wait to see Tyrone Arrow here in this finals here on the Castlemaine Rod Shop Burnout pad.
The biggest circumference head in Burnouts. I've measured it. Yeah, Summernats, put your hands together for Tyrone Arrow in 2 easy. You know, when the Kalidi boys are here, they're here to party. One of 2 out here in the finals today.
That was pretty impressive. Good smoke. Definitely didn't look too easy. Got stuck in a few corners, but he got himself out of those corners, Dave. Did it look that let down from you?
It looked pretty good to me.
Yeah.
It wasn't the smoothest, but he got it done.
Steve Loader, one of our wild cards down here. All his new livery on UC Smoke. He's been out here a few times in the pad this weekend. I'm hoping he can bring the noise right now for the Burnout Championships.
Definitely no stranger.
Get those limiter fingers up in the air. Oh, Stephen Loader and UC Smoke does it once again.
Davey did that thing where he was on fire, but he put it out himself, and he got some more flame, and he put it out himself. It was awesome.
I thought I was the only one who saw that. No one else saw it around me.
Heath Madrick coming up the start line in Hayter. Of course, we've got both the Madricks out here for the Burnout Championship finals.
I've seen this car around a fair bit. It is an absolute animal. Oh, big pop and a stop.
That was
ran out of fuel coming back from the car park because he was deep in that exit chute.
very, very fast shutdown there.
Blower does not look like it's turning.
We don't want silence.
We got the. It's going again. I sound of it just a little fueling issue because she's singing. Summernats, put your hands together for the Hayter. Not the way that he wanted to go out, but still got the tyres off. Fortunately, that little hiccup will hurt his score.
What do you think? Maybe the primer pump to the header tank maybe just turned off or something? It looks like it ran out of fuel. That's where you really hear that pop when it leans out.
It definitely did. That pop was a lean pop, but he's lucky he didn't blow the burst panel out of it.
Did you ever notice that whenever someone has a slight mishap, they just get angry?
It was an angry burnout after that.
Towards half, that was just very angry. Plenty of smoke, lots of plumes, like, lots of RPM.
I didn't hit a lot of limiter, and now I'm just going to like smash the limiter. That's what it was.
Definitely it starts off with business, gets to that point, and then goes party.
I think of it as a spanking skid each time. You've not behaved.
We're to clean up here on the Castlemaine Rod Shop. Burnout Pad will be back after this short break, so we continue on with our championship finals.
Show you're all ears to raise funds for crucial mental health research. How? By getting one of these bad boys. Lucky for you, there's a few options to choose from, whether it's long and luscious, short and saucy, if it screams Bathurst forever or says single origin cold drip tanks. There's a mullet for everyone, in the office, on the site, at school, mullet solo, or mullet with your mates. Sign up for Mullets for Mental Health with Black Dog Institute.
Well, we're not going to muck around. Let's get on with these top 40 finalists here in the championship burnouts at the Street Machine Summernats, proudly supported by Rare Spares. Next up is Josh Rendell coming forward in this very angry small block Ford. Another one for those front distributor lovers. This one dry sumped, of course, 418 cubes and ready to rev. It is not time now for Can Fry.
Oh, Ken Fry showing them how to party in the big boys class. You don't need a blower. Look at that. Every inch of the pad, up the entry chute, twice. Stays off the walls, no fires. That's how it's done.
And so clean. That RPM, Dave, just stayed at one level the whole way through. There was no limiter off. It was just great car control.
Yeah, BGs have really got that car dialed in.
Oh, yeah, they certainly do.
Tristan Lee Madrick coming up to the start line in Mischief. The big orange Commodore did him proud out here for the qualifying. Let's hope he has better luck than Heath did.
Fingers crossed. Let's hope we get through and hopefully take out the top prize.
Another one sent it deep back down towards the car park there. I can't even hear the car. Oh, coming in hot. Yes, and let's make some noise for Mischief. Absolutely setting the bar. The bar has just been set. I'm not a judge, but from me, that is the one you're going to have to beat.
That's it, Dave. You're a judge. That's who you're taking home.
100%.
Look,
if I was a judge.
All of the pad annihilated. Massive tip in too. No, he just disregarded anything to do with panels.
Two massive tip-ins. He came in so hot back into the pad.
What about a big, chunky Camaro, though? Could that change your mind, Dave?
Well, he's definitely no stranger to this burnout pad.
No. But we're going to have a little bit of a clean-up for him, make sure it's nice and safe, because we don't want to see something as beautiful as this Camaro end up in an accident.
Oz Wheels is a 1/64 scale die-cast manufacturing business, so we produce, manufacture and distribute all around Australia 1/64 scale die-cast cars. We started out with 2 different body styles, a panel van and a HQ 4-door, and now in Series 2 we have a total of 24 different bodies, including XAXB Falcons, XWXY Falcons, into a HXLE in the Holdens, and some Monaros thrown in there as well.
Petrol heads, here's an exclusive Summernats special offer. Grab a 1-year subscription to Street Machine, the best car mag on the planet, for half price. That's 12 issues full of the best street cars, events and tech delivered to your door. This offer is only available during Summernats, so scan the QR code.
Feel that noise. It's a big Camaro. It's called Dragon. It's got Steve at the wheel. He knows this. Castlemaine Rod Shop pad.
As long as it doesn't bring the fire, that's all we care about. One nice clean skid, keep it off the walls, and just get it from end to end.
No commentary curse here. He's going to love it. He's going to have a blast. It's Sunday morning. We're in church.
Fingers in your ears or put some earmuffs on, because Big Block is coming to the start line, and, well, it blows the absolute eardrums out of you. It's angry, very, very angry. Looks like a 1271 on top of this thing. 598 cubes, almost a 600 cube, 1,500 horsepower in the Dragon.
probably put it out, Dave.
I think he put it out. Nah, she's still going under there.
A little tickle.
Yeah, just a little one. The Dragon, big block, big RPM. It's heaps fuely down here. It's burning my eye trying to stand near it.
How do you be a fire-breathing dragon, though, if you don't have a little flame?
Exactly right.
Go again, Steve. Go again. Do we want to see him get his wheels on, folks?
Get behind him, the Dragon does it! The fire will hurt his score, but it's still a stellar skid.
That is outstanding, Steve. I'm putting that in my top 3. Even with the little pause for the flameage, I did like it. David Baddock is coming up to the start line. Plastered, you know how I feel about a steel bumper.
This guy, this used to be his work kit. He used to drive it to work and back every day, and eventually it became part of the family. Then it became a burnout car, and then it got a blower on it. So, hey.
Hey, keep going. Was he a bartender or was he a plasterer? I'm not sure.
No, I'm pretty sure he might be a plasterer.
He's not coming back from that, Dave.
They're coming back from that one, definitely.
Well,
not.
he's going to have to come back, really, in reverse.
The score's not coming back. Summernats, he wants it. The limit of fingers are out in the air. Plaster does it again.
Davey grabbed reverse and then he just spanked her back into the centre, didn't he?
Sent it.
That's one of those angry skids, ones that goes a little bit haywire. Let's just send it or bend it, basically.
Oh, you don't want to bend that. That's
you
art.
don't want to bend it, so they just send it in just absolute anger.
That's Aussie art.
I can already hear the fans of this car behind me cheering. They're excited.
ZeroFS, another Khalidi Clothing Motorsports car. Got Reese Forrester at the wheel. Oh, it's pretty. It's got glitter in it, Dave.
It does. It's a very pretty car. Ashton riding shotgun. He's very, very excited. Summernats, put your hands together for ZeroFS, Khalidi Clothing's very own VK out there, set to kill.
Mate, you and I have both seen that car turn tyres in anger in Sydney, and to see it here on the big stage is something else, right?
And putting it up and doing what it has to do. Entry, exit, no walls, no fires, big RPM. He's up there.
And with a smile from ear to ear, Dave.
Always.
Next up, we have Andrew Moore in Big Perp, the big HZ Kingswood. Another chrome bumper there for you, Lara.
I do love them. I do love my Kingswoods.
Get those hands in the air. The Big Perp does it. Pretty clean run out there. Didn't use the exit chutes, but still clean run. Kept it off the walls.
Dave, you can't fault a big Kingswood, can you? I mean, they're absolute goats. But of course, our only female competitor here for the Burnout Championships on the Castlemaine Rod Shop Burnout pad is Mrs. Britt Kilby. Hopefully, Brad has gotten a few GPS suggestions this time so that she has a nice clean run out there. Hammer time, the little Daihatsu. It's done more trips out in the Rod Shop pad this weekend than any other car here. Pulling double duties in the wild card, pulling double duties for qualifying, and 2 drivers.
She wants to see him. Make some noise for the one and only Britt Kilby in Hammer time. Got mixed up there.
Britt Kilby there, the lady with the angriest Daihatsu on the planet, showing us how it's done. That was outstanding.
She has the best game face if anyone I've ever seen on this pad before. I saw her last night while I was out and about walking around Tough Street camp zones, and she was absolutely pumped to come back out here today.
I was a little sad though. Normally they pull up in the middle and Brad and Britt get out and do the high five thing.
They always miss. They always miss the
Yes,
first one.
well, they're both quite short, I think. So this time, no high fives. A bit sad.
I think he might be a little bit angry because she hit the wall again.
Shh. Sure, that's his navigation skills. We went over this, Dave. Brad has only himself to blame. Jackson Callahan is lined up down here waiting for the pad clean-up in YTFS. What do you reckon that stands for, Dave?
I had a thing for it and I can't remember what
Yeah,
it
the
was.
frozen slushies.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah,
the frozen
if
slushies.
we're at Summernats, that works. Have you seen our beautiful people in the crowd down there, Dave?
Oh, the what, sorry?
We've got the prettiest people in the crowd down there, don't we?
We do have the prettiest people in the crowd down here. We've got some feral ones too, and that's what I like. I like the feral ones.
Oh, don't lick them. Don't lick them, Dave. Jackson Callahan coming up to the start line now in the big Commodore.
Oh, he sounds really, really ready.
Ready for a slushy. Who isn't?
Maybe we'll hit one up after this, right down the end there at the slushy van, I reckon.
Oh, it's a good slushy van.
Summernats, make some noise for YTFS is dragging the bar like he's walking the dog.
There needs to be a stand at the end of this burnout pad for VX, VT, and VN rear bars, I reckon. Dave, what about you?
There's bulk broken ones down here.
Straight to the eBay stand.
Yep, they've got plenty more.
Maybe you can sell them as, Summernats warriors.
Well, I usually give them to the kids over the fence and tell them to go find the drivers and get them to sign them.
Yeah, souvenirs.
Seen lots of kids running around doing that today. I saw Swifty kid giving out some autographs on some blown tyres. That was pretty cool too.
Jason Hatch coming up the start line and HT Kingy. Love it. Got the old school white roof. Bit of patina.
Small block Chev, no LS in this one. Blown. Absolutely beautifully turned out car. I love how it just looks nice and stock from the outside too. Look at that bonnet and it's absolutely insane.
Good save. Maybe not. No, he's got it. He's got it. Oh, and he's got the wall. I don't think it hurt it, though. It was just a little love tap. makes a noise. HC Kingy, I think he may be done.
Looks like the air in the tyres. Is that right, Dave?
There's air in both tyres.
5 points a tyre as well if you don't get them off. That's a penalty you don't want to take.
He's not done yet.
He hasn't passed the line with all 4 tyres. 1's down, 2 down.
He did it, but his smoke content score well down for that stoppage.
But at least he's not losing those 5 points because he's losing the smoke content either way.
Yeah, 100%. But still, I think he only maybe rubbed the wall because I couldn't see a mark. It looked like it scraped it, but there wasn't a mark at all on the car.
Look, this next car coming forward, everyone should know this car. He's done over 20 years of burnouts around Australia, done plenty of travel as well. It's a very familiar small block Chev that you're about to hear from West End Performance. It's over in the PPG tent because the paint is beautiful. It's Phil Kerjean in Tough Street. We talk about beautiful cars. That is beautiful inside and out. It's one of those cars that you almost feel isn't a burnout car when you look at it.
It belongs as much in the top 60 hall as it does here on the burnout pad. I tell you what, that's so clean turned out. Unbelievable.
Is it Tough Street or Toughest? I've never worked it out.
Yeah, that has been the battle for years. And has anyone actually ever asked Phil?
I'm sure it's Tough Street. Don't we have a Tough Street here at Summernats?
He has actually one Tough Street in that car.
Oh, there you go.
I've asked him, but I have a memory like a goldfish and have forgotten already.
Tree strobe.
Look, there's always a couple of cars when you come to the burnout pad here at Summernats that really excite the crowd. And this guy, although we didn't see him last year, he has been around. He's one of those exciting drivers. Drew Fren is now coming forward at the moment. He likes to throw the car around absolutely everywhere in the little LS-powered Corolla. Belts him. Summernats, put your hands together for Beltsum. Absolutely stellar skid there. That was a smart drive. When you're driving fast, you lose your smoke content. He watched in his mirrors coming down the straight to make sure he stayed with the smoke so he didn't lose that score. He's always one to watch out for. And like I say, we missed him last year, but in previous years, he's always been one of the most exciting drivers to grace us here at the Street Machine Summernats Burnout Pad, of course. All thanks to the Castlemaine Rod Shop. It's a fantastic event. I mean, we're getting down to the last few of our championship class burnout competitors because, of course, we've got the redemption round coming for our Pro Burnout Series cars.
There's some big cars still to come here for the Burnout Championship. So on the Castlemaine Rod Shop Burnout pad.
I've got to say, you get some redemption.
On the
Redemption.
Oh, some numbers? I don't know. It's whoever shows up out of those guys that made it into the Pro Burnout Series and didn't make the top 10.
No one's lined up yet. Mark Johnson's down on the line right now in Coe. Oh, there's some big cars still to come. And a couple of Queenslanders, proud to say.
Wouldn't be a Commodore if it didn't have a blown LS in it, of course. Running on the 85 out of New South Wales. It's got the VAG.
Summernats, put those hands in the air once again for Coe. Turning it up. Unfortunately, killer drive and tags the wall on the very last donut before he drove out.
But that tip in.
I think he started it with a little tap on that sign over there opposite you, Dave. Yeah, he was pretty aggressive, wasn't he, on that first donut?
And you got to have confidence in your drive to be able to do that. Like, that's a risky move.
And a big car to risk it in. I think he did an outstanding job. I don't care about the tapping. That wall hit him. He didn't hit it.
Yeah,
the width of these shoots, you definitely need that sort of car speed to come through, and you don't really have that car speed so early in the tip-in, so you are really risking it for the biscuit, that's for sure.
Something different though, isn't it?
It is, and that's what the judges want to see.
Well, time to get the RPM back up there in the 8,000 plus range, of course, out of the Wagga Wagga region. He's back. He was in the wild card. It's a 289 cube Windsor. Yes, it is baby cubes, but he turns them really, really fast. Right. Pete Thompson now coming forward in My 80 XD.
The consistent. Oh, gets off it. I think he may be up against the wall. I can't see.
Yeah, it's pretty hard from our angle too, Dave.
Well, it looks pretty straight. Maybe he's right next to it. I'm not sure. How good does that sound? Mr. Pete Thompson in My 80 XD.
Doesn't just sound good, it looks good, Dave.
It does. The retro stickers on that just suit that car down to the bone.
And that only got refreshed not that long ago. I reckon he got really close to that wall and thought, oh, my panel beater doesn't want to do it again.
Yeah, I reckon that you're exactly right, because I couldn't see a mark on it, but that's the only reason he would have got off, and he did
That
not
retro
lift
livery.
any other time.
Yeah, that retro livery from his old man's past too, and the XB as well.
According to my math, we've got about 10 cars left here for the Burnout Championships. Jack Harrison is on the ground right now with the Gemini.
Well, he's been through the United States in Jacko's Lux, hasn't he? They've given him the keys to the young gun at the moment. He's been sorting this car out. He's a wild man behind the wheel. Here we go, Jacko.
Oh, candles go out. It's a bad time for the candles to go out mid-tip-in, but he saved it.
Oh.
It's still going. I think he's just over-fueling as he whips it because he's going so damn fast. Got Summernats makes the noise of Jack Harrison, Mr. Worldwide.
I like that, Mr. Worldwide. He's very popular over there in the United States, isn't he?
Let's see why.
He is. And if you know him, he's an absolute raving lunatic too. He's so much fun to be around.
I don't know how you can do a motor swap overnight, like rebuild a motor, get it back in overnight. The energy and enthusiasm for burnouts for that young guy.
And no one went deeper up the entry chute here, Dave. Look how close he got up here to the start line.
It's so good. I think after it stalled, it's just like, well, let's just go out and have fun and put on a show for the crowd.
All the way from Townsville now, down on the start line, Mr. J. Chuntai in Tiny Towing, another car that goes all over Australia competing for the Pro Burnout Series.
Very well travel engine. Goes amazing. Such a great tip in.
Summernats, put your hands together for Jay in Tiny Towing! Yeah, I think it was wild whipping around there.
It's such an aggressive little truck, isn't it, Dave?
It was up on 3 as it came back in. So
I don't know if he's got the smoke scores to take him through, though. That was not his usual kind of skid.
No, but it sounded so good.
Now, Jay will tell you one of the people who helps to keep Tiny Toan out there on the pad is Mr. Ryan Bubba Lofts in Orwat. Also from Townsville and a regular of the country. We've seen him at Rocky Nats and Red Centre Nats last year, and he is at Summernats every year he can. He and the other half, Bessie, just love their burnouts.
Of course, blown LS combination in the front. They do a fair bit of maintenance on this car to make sure it goes back-to-back burnouts. Rub and Bubble Offs in or what?
Stopped to get sideways in the middle of the pad. That was such a good burnout.
It's heart-stopping, isn't it? Because you're going, he is on here, like this is right up there, a real contender, and then a moment like that takes it all away.
It's heartbreaking for us to watch, never alone how he would be feeling.
Is he almost gone with the tyre too? It looks like it's almost just throwing the tread off, but hasn't quite gone.
Yeah, one is off, the other one I think is still up.
This is not good.
Go, give it a round of applause, guys! Bye-bye! Oh, what? Oh, he's lost his throttle cable.
Simple as that. That they can take it all away from you, can't it?
A $2 part. A $2 part has taken it all away from you.
Dave, can we see him finish?
I don't think it's going to work. I think he's going to have to idle off.
Why?
Yeah, it's whether that is that throttle cable can be repaired on the side, or whether they can just try and get some accelerator out of that.
I think I get in trouble if I sat on the bottom and drove it out for him.
Yeah,
One way to find out.
You might get a little bit of trouble.
We'll forgive you.
Oh, he's got it. Oh, Bubba turning it up on the way out. Did you hear that supercharger screaming? It was an angry skid.
I knew he wouldn't leave us hanging, Dave. Those North Queenslands, they breed them tough, you know. He would definitely want to see those tyres off before he left us.
Oh, when we're up at Tropic Meltdown, you just see him in the pits helping anyone who needed help. Welding
That's
stuff,
him.
whatever needed to be done, he was there.
Have a look at this, though. Stephen Baker's coming forward out of Western Australia, was part of our wild cards on Thursday. He has gone to the right-hand side of the entry chute. He hasn't stuck in the middle. He's gone a little bit to the right. He is thinking about something right now in this blown LS combination, of course. He's going to have a clear of the throat. It's great to see him make the travel over from Western Australia to put a show on here for the crowd at the Street Machine Summernats right here at the Castlemaine Rod Shop. We're only a couple of cars away from getting into our redemption round for the Pro Burnout Series. Presented by Castlemaine Rod Shop, of course. They've got a big year coming up in 2025. Here it is. One more. Stephen Baker.
Massive wall hit there by one more.
Surprising. There was so much smoke.
I hope he's
the blower
okay.
one was all we could hear.
I hope he's okay. That was absolutely massive. There is a chunk missing out of the wall.
Rare spare stocks all that, don't they?
That's hard to do. Is that the Chuck Norris of Utes? Is that why? It took on the concrete and won?
Holy, I've never seen the concrete wall break like that.
The Forest are checking him out, make sure he's okay. I think we've got the thumbs up there.
Thumbs are up. Come on, give him a round of applause. And I've been there. It takes the wind out of you.
I love how we've checked the wall, we checked the drive, and we're like, oh yeah, the car's okay.
Yeah, Dave, the difference is his tray stayed on.
That is true. His tray stayed on. It's bolted down.
See if he can talk to him. Mate, you were on song there, and then all of a sudden not. What happened?
Come too far to not go hard.
Come too far to not go hard. And he did put on a show for you guys. Mate, where's the car coming out next? Do you have time to fix it?
West Coast Burnout Series next weekend.
Oh, next weekend. Come on, guys, give him a round of applause. Not the way you want to end the bet. Hey, shit happens.
Stephen Baker from Western Australia, from Denmark. I tell you what, and they're going to turn around. They do have the West Oz Burnout Series, which is part of the Pro Burnout Series in 2025 as well. So he's trying to get back for that one. Obviously, the one in March is where we've got our tickets up for grabs when it comes to the Pro Burnout Series as well. So we'll wait and see. It's going to be a massive series next year, of course, presented by the Castlemaine Rod Shop. Obviously, some tickets to go away, which went away last night as part of our Pro Series. Then we've got Motivation that's going to happen at the end of January. We've got the West Oz Burnout Series in March. Rocky Nats up there in Rockhampton. That's another big event now, isn't it? It's just growing. Northern Nats, which is getting even bigger now, further north in Queensland. Still City Nats in South Australia. Back to Brash Nats. I mean, Dane, that's your home ground there.
Can I say, I love being at that event. Pad side with Dave, me and him, bounce off each other. It's a great event. The cars, everyone just sends it for Brasher. Very much how they send it here, but it's just you're a one-trick pony. That's it, you're done.
Then we go north to Darwin for Gazanats in July, of course, Tropical Meltdown in August, another again in North Queensland. And then we go across, we get on a boat, we go across to New Zealand, or off the plane. We go visit them over in Kiwi land.
I saw you in a canoe then, just paddling across.
I could be, never know. If I want to get there, that might be what I got to do. Red Centre Nats, of course, we always celebrate Father's Day in the centre of Australia. Down to Thrasher Nats down in Wagga Wagga in New South Wales. Power Cruise in Queensland. Now, that's an interesting one because they're doing stuff around the track as well. A bit like Gazanats, where they get a little bit excited and you just never know if they're going to hurt the car leading up to the Burnouts. The Burnout Showdown in October, which is another one. It's very similar to Brash Nats, but
a little bit different program. It's 2 skids, and then your combined scores go through to get through the finals.
Then Autofest back in October in New Zealand. Been doing Burnouts in Western Australia, which we know Ballistic has a lot to do with over there. Rod's out in November. The Rod Shop Invitational, which was a new Burnout competition we saw this year down in Victoria as well. And the toughies are always there. We come back to the grand final, of course, for the Pro Burnout Series right here in Canberra. All presented by the Castlemaine Rod Shop. The grand final at Summernats 38. That'll be the 8th to the 11th. If you want to get your early bird tickets, get online now, summernats.com.au. And you are not doing yourself justice unless you get a platinum pass, because for one, on Saturday you don't line up.
That's right.
You come straight in.
Straight through, grab your slushy or your coffee on the way through, make your way
Discounted merch.
Discounted merch. Do that first. Depending on the weather, shirt, singlet, jumper,
hoodie.
Button up,
I'm always a hoodie.
or button up shirt.
Yeah, button up shirts are nice this year.
I miss mine.
And while we get this pad ready, we're going to grab a word from our fantastic sponsors and be back with you very shortly.
Rare Spares has over 50,000 product lines and releases over 500 new products every year. Your local Rare Spares distributor has what you need when you need it. And as the only restoration company officially backed by Holden and Ford, we take our part in your project very seriously. Rare Spares, more than just a part in your project. Rare Spares has over 50,000 product lines and releases over 500 new products every year. Your local Rare Spares distributor has what you need when you need it. And as the only restoration company officially backed by Holden and Ford, we take our part in your project very seriously. Rare Spares, more than just a part in your project.
Wise Wheels is a 1/64 scale die-cast manufacturing business, so we produce, manufacture and distribute all around Australia 1/64 scale die-cast cars. We started out with 2 different body styles, a panel van and a HQ 4-door, and now in Series 2 we have a total of 24 different bodies, including XAXB Falcons, XWXY Falcons, into a HXLE in the Holdens, and some Monaros thrown in there as well.
Touch Traders is proud to present Skid Row at this year's Summernats 37. If you love tough cars and want the chance to win one for less than $20, head down to the Touch Traders marquee on Main Street and check out what's on offer. Don't miss out.
Show you're all ears to raise funds for crucial mental health research. How? By getting one of these bad boys. Lucky for you, there's a few options to choose from, whether it's long and luscious, short and saucy, if it screams Bathurst forever or says single origin cold drip tanks. There's a mullet for everyone, in the office, on the site, at school, mullet solo, or mullet with your mates. Sign up for Mullets for Mental Health with Black Dog Institute.
Castlemaine Ride Shop is back at Summernats. Located on Tuff Street, check out the massive range of merchandise from t-shirts, hats, hoodies and beanies.
Warbird, mad.
See the updated Ferrari powered rear wheel Tirana and the iconic Warbird XP Falcon on display. Pay us a visit on Tuff Street or shop online at rodshop.com.au.
Thrush Keys. Heading to Summernats with sponsors this year. I'm going down to test out and rip some skids.
Like hell you are.
Don't tell me what to do. Oh well, looks like she told me. You gotta take the old jigger. Wouldn't have won in the Maserati anyway when I got the old find out freight truck. Let's go, baby. But serious guys, head down and see the whole team at our trailer. We're proud to be part of Summernats this year. If you want an amazing hat, or come and speak to our team about some custom hats, we're available. Just find that massive trailer with CTC written on the side.
Are you ready to rock? Queensland's biggest car and bike festival, Rocky Nuts, hits the Rockhampton region April 4 to 6. Burnouts, drifting, street drag, show and shine, street parade, skid row and bikes. Do not miss this event. Tickets on sale now. rockynuts.com.au.
Building a
Almost finished cleaning the Rod Shop burnout pad here at the Summernats 37. Lots and lots of burnouts to get through, but we are down to one more person when it comes to the championship fight at the moment, and he was in the wildcards on Thursday. Oh, look, I'll go through some of the stats that I looked up for him this year. I mean, he was a Rod Shop Invitational winner. He had the top speed tip-in winner as well, and in the top 10, sorry, the top Rod Shop Invitational top 10 he was, but he got the top speed and the tip-in. Nice. So he's crazy behind the wheel. Fourth at Thrashnats in the Pro class. First in the Open class at Red Centernats in September. First in the V8 class at Adelaide Burnouts in July. He was first in the Natural Aspirator class at Gazanats, and that's where he got his wildcard ticket. Second in the NA class at South Coast Power Nats. So that's just a few of the things he ticked off this year. And then,
sorry, go.
Yeah, Justin McGinnis is about to come out in Mr. Chow. It's an amazing feat. And not only that, he builds the engines for Lynchy.
Wow.
So he's got the same engine. Surely he's got the same engine here.
You would think so, and we've all seen Lynch's engine. That's pretty bulletproof, that motor. But Mr. Chow, Justin McGinnis, he's got to be getting that Connors freaking fly points up because that's a lot of content in 12 months.
A lot of travel as well. And I know they've done a lot of work in the rear end of this car too. They've changed it up. I think it was just a standard live axle. Now they've changed it up and they've shortened the diff and done things like that. So an amazing car there. For a while, I think it was about 2 years ago, I thought he put it up for sale.
It was for sale a couple years ago, yes.
He didn't know whether he was going to stay in the Burnout game, get out of it. I mean, he does so much work behind the scenes in the Burnout community, building engines in JJ Performance, which services quite a few cars when you go through the Burnout list. Oh, there we go. It might be the Bobcat getting off with the Burnout paddle. We're about to get back underway, of course. After this, we will have our Pro Burnout Series redemption round where we've got 3 wildcard tickets up for grabs for Summernats 38 here, presented by The Rod Shop, of course. And here he is, Justin McGinnis, coming forward in this, what is a screaming little LS, because this thing revs, Dane.
It does. I reckon at least 7,500 out of this one. Easily.
At least. Let's talk it up. It's got to be 8. Surely he's pushing close to 78.
We're going NASCAR?
We're going 78. I don't know. Maybe he can. If anyone can make an LS rev, it's going to be this man, Justin McGinnis, now. Just waiting for Rollo to get the green flag. Sorry, Dave?
Do you reckon he put a party switch in it like he did for Lynchy?
Yeah, party, baby. Come on, surely it's party switch time. You're in the finals. You've made the top 40. You could be taking home a Burnout Championship. He's had a lot of wins this year. This one would be a bucket list item, wouldn't it?
100% it is. In the big smoke at the end of the year or the start of the year. Summernats, what a way to close the Open Series Finals. Mr. Chow absolutely toweling it up out here.
I don't want to say anything bad, but what was the go with the right light out?
It wasn't out when he started.
Oh,
what a shame.
Well, we got 5 judges on there for the championship as well, so it's a lot of eyes on the prize.
5 sets of eyeballs, but then all those cameras as well. You can't hide.
You can't hide, and you do want it fair. Like if you do tag the wall and you took the win, would you feel bad? I'd feel a little bit bad.
I don't know if he actually tagged the wall or he just took a bit of the Rod Shop sign with him.
I might feel bad, but I cry over it with my $5,000 of prize money.
100%.
Damn straight.
Justin McGinnis, Mr. Chow, rounding out our championship burnouts here at the Street Machine Summernats 37. Presented by Rare Spares, and of course we are going to move on to our Pro Burnout Series redemption round, presented by the Castlemaine Rod Shop. Back here on the pad. It is a warm Sunday afternoon. It's probably the warmest day we've had over the weekend. I actually feel more energised this weekend. I don't know what it was about this Summernats.
Can you believe Thursday I was wearing a hoodie all day?
Yeah, but you're from North Queensland and you're weird like that.
You were not wearing a hoodie on Thursday.
I was. I wore a hoodie all day Thursday and most of Friday.
She's a weirdo, Dave. Strange.
You said it.
Yeah.
I packed 2 hoodies.
She's hitting me, Dave. Save me.
I packed 2 hoodies for Canberra in January.
Oh, wow.
Yes, no.
We're too close to the sun.
We're hot. We're hot.
I'm glad I'm not any taller. I would be
Mr. Chow left a bit of the oil behind, didn't he?
Yeah, not much, just a little bit. But you bring out the pro cars, you want a fair game out there, so they're just cleaning it up just a little bit.
Who have we got coming out in the redemption round? Because we're not sure if all of them are going to come back for the redemption round for the Pro Burnout Series. But three wild card tickets up there, and we're looking Brad Kilby. Hey, and they turned that car around quick.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Hammer Time's going to be back.
They had tyres waiting for sure.
Gerard Frederickson's down there in felony. Is that Cody Free and Frothen?
Yep.
Yeah.
To impress.
Aaron Shield, yep. Manolis over there in No Name. Matt Adeney down there in Blown VL as well. And is that the Kiwi down the far end? We got the Barras back.
The Barra is back.
He had the driving skill. If he can get that car up and singing like I think it will, it's going to be hard to beat because he drove the wheels off that thing.
Well, we looked at what was the Pro Series, the Pro Burnout Series. The Pro guys that went out there, and probably out of 36 cars, there was 15 or 16 that didn't like tap a wall or grab reverse or have a fire. Out of that, not all of them used all the real estate. So there is a bit of redemption here, a bit of pride on the line for those guys that have travelled around. They really are a pro burnout car, but they just didn't put it together on Friday afternoon.
So to be clear, this is for those who are in the Pro Burnout Series qualifying, didn't go through the top 10 finals. It's not for the wild card. So it'll be Brad Kilby, definitely in Hammer Time down there.
Correct. Well, he went wild card 2 qualifying in the Pro Series, so he made it. But out of Tasmania at the moment, a War Speed LS in the chassis rails, about to scream out here on the burnout pad. It's Cody Free and Frothen.
Not the usual. Oh, big fire up the front. Big fire in the front end of Frothen. Can they get down the fire? Get in there and get it out in time before it does some major damage.
The question is that melting something or we've got a fluid there? Because I know sometimes the steering boots on those steering racks go up with the heat.
And it was actually a big, it looked like a fuel fire the way it went up.
Yeah, maybe. It could even be the breathers, you know, with those catch cans. Sometimes if it's running a little bit fat, a little bit of methanol breathing with the heat.
It is hot out here.
It's warm. Great to see so many people with their rod shot hats. So they've got the sombreros on. They're trying to stay nice and cool under those hats. It's surprising. We've still got a big crowd up there on the Burnout Hill as well, Dave. Which for a Sunday, yeah. He's going to have a look around, surely. He'll be able to try and diagnose maybe an issue. He's been doing quite a few burnouts around Australia this year, so we haven't seen the big flash-up fires from him in the front of the car. Yeah, still looking down there. Dave's going to go and have a look. Now, look, we've got Pendlebury down there doing the diagnostics. Mechanic Dave is in there. Well, what a way to kick off the redemption round. He absolutely sent it into the burnout pad, Dane. I mean, we knew he was going to stand on it. We knew we were going to get the blower one. We knew we were going to get the big RPM, especially when it's got that W word in front of it. War speed. It's come. And he sent it in there. Dave, though, you got him down there. How is it?
Mate, I've got the man himself down here. He's been punishing this car all weekend. Mate, what have you found as the issue?
Gearbox oil, mate.
Just a little bit of gearbox oil. That's all it was.
Yeah, it's ripped the catch can off the front of the box.
Oh, that'll do it, mate. Mate, come on, guys. Give Frothen a round of applause. He's been punishing this thing all weekend. It has not let up. It hasn't missed a beat. And then the final drive of the day, just a small thing like a catch can breather comes off.
Yeah, and I think that's what people don't really realise what goes into these pro burnout cars is that they've got catch cans on anything with oil, because when you're pushing the RPM they're pushing, the heat, the stress they're putting on the car, we've basically trying to contain any bit of fluid in the car that can possibly pull out, whether it be an overflow for the radiator, the gearbox oil. Even I've seen breathers on the diff where they've had to put a catch can on that with some of the performance cars out there. I mean, it gets so hot, everything wants to breathe. When the methanol gets in, it thins out the oil too, so that breathes a little bit more sometimes too. So big catch cans, lots of lines in there. And you'll see a lot of braided line in those cars because they don't want anything flying off, bit of rubber getting caught in there, anything like that. And on top of that, you got to dry some. You might have a belt if it's not cam driven. Same with your fuel pump, might be belt driven. So there's so many mechanical pieces that they've got to try and protect throughout what is essentially 60 to 90 seconds.
Well, and there's so many more moving parts, like you say, to one of these cars compared to your normal road cars. And your normal road cars get serviced every 10,000 Ks. These guys are servicing these after every skid.
Every 90 seconds.
Every 90 seconds.
Oh, look at the head on that guy.
What is it?
Oh, dear.
That's like what the lights turn on at 3 a.m. in a nightclub.
What nightclub do you go to, Dave?
You haven't been to Sydney nightclubs?
Someone turn the ugly lights on.
I've got to say, though, they may not be the prettiest heads, but these are the best fans. Like, anyone can rock up on a Saturday and see the Pro Burnout Series finals, but these guys are here because they know some of the biggest and baddest cars in Australia are still to come out for the redemption round this afternoon. They're not quitting.
No. How are those limiter fingers not tired? I'd barely be able to lift my arm up after 3 days of holding them.
And there's some fans out here that go absolutely crazy on some outfits. We saw the young fellow with that motor, the engine hat. There was a guy last night at the concert last night dressed up as a full-blown pirate with the dreads right down to his ankles. These guys go next level for this event because they love it. They just love to be here. They love the vibe, and they just love having fun.
Oh, it's a bit of a shame not all the cars are going to come out redemption. Kevy Davis sent through a message before. Unfortunately, it looks like they might have heard something in one of the cylinders on his car, so we won't see Ipahu come back for the redemption round. And, I mean, it's really tough, isn't it? Some of that seems to find, if you've got a weak point in your car somewhere, whether you've developed it throughout the year and you don't know about it, or whether it's just sitting there in the background waiting for the right environment for it to go wrong, it's Summernats is where it happens.
That's right. Summernats cars always go wrong. I can vouch for that 100%. If my wife's listening, sorry I mentioned that.
Hey, Dave, what do you do with that? Don't steal that. That's a souvenir.
He wanted it back, and I can't find it.
Oh.
The VL Impact. He wanted his part back, and they said it was here, and now I can't find it.
We have collected quite a few bits on the start line this weekend.
It's probably melted to oblivion, Dave.
The problem is, the parts you don't want, like a piston that's mangulated or a bit of a big end.
I don't know.
The cap.
Didn't Burt Munro have the whole shrine to the gods of speed? And
well, we've probably got a bit of a shrine to the gods of burnouts, really, don't we?
Sacrifices.
I mean, I'm sure some of the volunteers over the years have them sitting in their man cave at home.
An altar of the the offerings we've made.
I've got the biggest blow-up trophy 3 times, and I'm not happy about it.
That's the one trophy you don't really want, isn't it? Like, once is, it's comical, it's a bit of fun with the boys. 3 times, that's not fun.
It's not, and it's expensive.
Is that like the 3rd place trophies for Rick? He was sick of getting it, wasn't he? But he got it, man. He got it. He worked hard. He worked through it. And the year that he got it in Pro Series and Champs.
Unbelievable.
I don't think he's hung around this weekend. It's a bit of a shame. Because we saw Ellis wanting so much. He's just so comfortable in that car, the way he throws it around.
Absolutely. He loves coming here. I've spoken a few times about it. This is one of his favourite places to come. It's the melting pot. He loves the event. He loves the pressure too. He doesn't mind that little bit of added pressure coming here to
I think he almost drives better under pressure.
I think he does too. I think he thrives on it.
Oh, well, we've still got Aaron Shilg is sitting in the background there and too impressed. He's a local boy from Canberra. Blown LS combination, of course, in the VT Commodore. He, again, another one that does a fair bit of travel over the last couple of years. And he's been over in the States with a couple of cars he's been involved in too, doing some of the burnouts over there.
That's right.
And not only has he done the kilometres to do burnouts in Australia, he's also had to get on the plane and go over there and work on some cars as well.
Yep. Now, also in this downtime, if you're not doing much, if you're just scrolling through Facebook, jump onto summernats.com.au because you want to jump on there and get those limited run early bird platinum passes and season passes, because I don't know if you're in under the shade, but that shaded grandstand, if I wasn't here, that's where I'd want to be.
The other thing for me is, Dane, do they get any cheaper throughout the year?
No.
Does it go down in price at all?
It goes up.
So right now, it's the cheapest time to get tickets.
The cheapest time. So if you look at the price between now and later, the amount of slushies you can buy, my God.
So you're telling me the cheapest prices for tickets next year is to get online at summernats.com.au
right now,
today,
moment,
right now. The moment your internet can load,
yep.
and buy them now.
100%.
Okay. Just confirming.
Thank you for confirming. All right, we might just take a break and listen to some words from our sponsors.
Castlemaine Ride Shop is back at Summernats. Located on Tough Street, check out the massive range of merchandise from t-shirts, hats, hoodies and beanies.
Warbird, mad.
See the updated Ferrari-powered rear-wheel Tirana and the iconic Warbird XP Falcon on display. Pay us a visit on Tough Street and shop online at rodshop.com.au.
Top-rated air filters, premium spoilers, and quality seat linings. Australia's #1 online auto parts and accessories marketplace. eBay.
Well, sounds like a bit of noise getting fired up here in the Pro Burnout Series Redemption Round, presented by the Rod Shop. Aaron Shield out of the ACT now fires up the 2 Impress VT Commodore.
It just looks nasty, doesn't it? It's black everything. It's already melted the rear bar off.
Yeah, he had a bit of a tyre fire yesterday. That's what we get with these blown, mechanically injected cars. Manolis from Easy Life Automotive.
With flyers this year. I do love me a big, smoky, fiery burnout, but that's enough's enough. Just got to finish one.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, and he's been having that drama quite a few times. The hot days don't help out on the burnout pad. But look at the crew, they're already leaving, Dave. Does that mean potentially we're going to see some tyres finished off?
Do you want to see tear the tyres off Summernats? Well, the crowd's sounding a bit tired, but they're letting him go. Was not hanging around for that. Summernats, put your hands together for 2 Impress. Always puts on a good show, whether it's fire, burnouts, whatever. It's always fun.
She got a bit toasty down there for you, Dave.
I ran again. Batman don't like running. I've had to run 4 times today.
Lucky you got that long sleeve Pro Burnout Series shirt on, mate.
You'll never have long eyelashes, will you?
Never.
All right.
Gerard Frederickson is now coming forward in this VXSS Commodore. Out of Melbourne in Victoria, got the BSC Performance LS screwed together though. Madness sticker on the front, you know he's here to party. Gerard Frederickson in Felony.
good is that? Using every inch all the way to the end of the exit chute. Now, can he get out of his own smoke? That's the hard part. Oh, yeah, we're coming back. Oh, what happened?
Pretty grab a GoPro there, Dave. You got yourself one.
Where is it?
Hey, look, just over the wall, mate. He managed to scrape that. That's a scrape on the wall. It's not even a hit, really.
Nah, and also up the other end, he got off it. I'm not exactly sure why he got off the throttle at the end there, but...
I feel like it might have delaminated a tyre, possibly.
Yeah.
And he just got a little bit scared.
Don't get off it.
Don't
Lean
get
on
off
it.
Peter Matthews is the next car to come forward in a... well, it's got to be a blown LS, doesn't it? Of course, out of South Australia, got into the wild card when it came to the Still... Oh, sorry, got in here at the Still City Nats. Shitma!
I have absolutely no idea what's going on in there. I cannot see anything. I think I can hear it still.
Is there a Mitsubishi in there somewhere, Dave?
Apparently. Shit in there. The motor has gone silent.
Don't get scared in the dark, Dave.
I actually am. I took my sunnies off to check. I still can't see him.
Maybe he went home.
There he is.
Oh, the fiery's on it.
I think the fire is proposing to him.
Oh, that's sweet. Do you think he'll say yes?
I don't know. I got up real quick. Nah. We've been given the no good sign.
We haven't had a Castlemaine Rod Shop Burnout Pad wedding, have we?
I don't believe so.
Maybe a few divorces.
I think there's been a few crowd proposals. I don't think there's been anything officially on the pad.
Yeah, well, no, wedding. I don't want to talk proposal.
Oh, you want wedding? You want the whole deal?
Yeah, it's kind of like I don't want to have a gender reveal. I want to have a birth.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's get serious about it. Dave, what's he got to say?
You want the cake without the bake?
Mate, all the way from South Australia, what has happened here?
Tail shaft's on.
Tail shaft said no. It's lefty Chad. You have a Bluetooth tail shaft now.
Yep.
Hey, they got to connect. Unfortunately, mate, how's your weekend been here at Summernats?
Yeah, good.
You been up Skid Row a few times?
Yep.
Skid Row, cruising. What have I seen you out here? 3 times now or 2?
2.
2 times, mate, and you love it. Will you be back next year?
Yeah.
Awesome, mate. Come on, guys, give it a round of applause. The shit bar!
While this is happening here on the pad, I think it's another good time for us to remind these good folk here at the Castlemaine Rod Shop Burnout pad to grab their phones.
Well, yes.
Go to...
For a very good reason, Dave.
Yeah, not for Facebook or
not
Insta
for
or TikTok.
No, use your internet wisely.
Go to your search engine. Type in summernats.com.au.
Sorry, what was that website again?
Summernats.com.au.
And why would I want to do that, Dane?
Well, apart from seeing some cool stuff about Summernats, the best thing about it right now is to get... I talk over people. You
okay, go. Apart from seeing some cool stuff.
You get the Platinum Pass, the Early Bird Platinum Pass and Season Pass. Get them now. You will get the shade in the grandstand. What else would you get?
You get to come in, a VIP entry. Like everyone's lined up. It was an hour long to get in yesterday. You just walk in, VIP access, straight through, quick entry, 10% off all your merchandise, and they're running out of those tickets already. So if you want a Platinum Pass, you want the good stuff, you want to feel important, you want to have all the...
You get your special lanyard. You get the
Take 10%
lanyard.
off the merch you're going to buy, and you've paid the extra. Oh, you get access to the parking tickets, yes.
You get the VIP bar for Saturday night. So you get the great view of the
Super
Super Cruise, which is
Yeah,
amazing.
it's amazing.
The perks far outweigh anything
At this
else.
point, a Platinum Pass is the only pass to get. And if you want to get one, you really need to get online ASAP because we are selling out of them already.
So fast, so fast. They went
That's
really quick.
incredible.
It's insane, and that just shows the popularity, and that shows the people that have the FOMO because they don't want to miss out next year. They got it this year. They do not want to miss out next year, so they really want to come here and do this again.
There's not a whole heap of things that I can say this time next year I'll definitely be doing this.
Well, it's actually not this one. It's a little bit later.
Well, yeah, January.
January.
Yeah, I'm really glad it's a bit later because travelling New Year's Eve was not great.
I couldn't imagine.
No, but now I've got time to have New Year's Eve, have a recovery, cruise on in.
And have a second party. So instead of bundling it all together, you have 2 parties in 2 weeks instead of 1 party.
It's kind of like daylight savings on steroids. Instead of an hour's difference, it's like a week's difference.
It's so good.
Even if you, for some reason, you don't buy a Platinum Pass, I don't know why you wouldn't at this point, why they're still available. That's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
You can still get the early bird tickets though for your normal passes.
That's right. So you're still going to save money either way.
Still, either way, you're making money.
100%. You are. Is that girl math again?
And boy math.
And boy math. It works.
You're making money is what you're doing.
And
because you would spend it anyway, but now you're spending less, so you're making money.
And then you're doubly saving because the money you save, you can then put towards the merch. You're also saving 10% on. So there's your double math on that one as well.
You're just making so much money now. You're making sense, Dane.
It makes sense, and I don't do that a lot.
So a little stat for you this weekend here at the Castlemaine Rod Shop Burnout Pad. We have done 283 burnouts in just over 11 hours.
That's insane.
283 burnouts on this burnout pad in just over 11 hours.
That's 560 times.
And considering we've got tow time and other things like that, means that hasn't been solid 11 hours. We have been pumping through a few cars here this weekend. That is numbers.
This is absolute tired torture. Love it. Love it.
It's fun is what it is.
It's so much fun. And that's why these dedicated crowd are staying here on the grandstand, on the hill, at the Chick Henry grandstand, at the Castlemaine Rod Shop. Next up, who do we have, Matty?
We got someone who just doesn't want to be named. He's coming forward. Luke Manolis in this VX Commodore. He was 4th at Gazanats. Got his opportunity to be in the Pro Burnout Series here at Summernats 37. Didn't quite make the top 10. But the blown LS is still running. Look, listen to how angry it is. Looks like an 871 on top of a massive injector hat. It's time for No Name and Luke Manolis to hit the burnout pad once again for some redemption.
Put your hands together for No Name! Wow, who builds that motor? That sounds crisp.
That was so crisp. That was those revs are so clean and real healthy as well. He used a fair bit of the pad too. Did he go down the exit chute there, Dave?
No, he did. He went down the exit. He nearly went to the car park, but he did not come back up here to visit me.
Damn.
Luke Manolis there. That was an outstanding effort. Of course, we're talking about the redemption round here. Who will take a wildcard entry in a Summernats 38 Pro Burnout Series for the Castlemaine Rod Shop? Sitting down on the pad right now. We've got another BNR engine.
Matt Adensol now in blown VL, about to unleash all this power of the blown LS.
Redemption, he has done it. Blown VL, tearing it up, big RPM, 2 tyres off, no fires, end to end. That's got to be scoring high.
Are we missing a right indicator on that one, Dave?
I don't even know if it was there when it started, to tell you the truth.
No, I don't. It's not up to us to decide, really. There's 7 other people that make that decision.
I feel like we're at Avis Rent-A-Car and we're trying to return the car and remember what was scratched when we began.
I have to do a walk around before everyone starts.
Oh, we've got 2 cars left down here for the redemption round. 3 cars going through the wild card, aren't they?
3 wild cards up for grabs for the
It's been a big weekend.
for the Pro Burnout Series next year. Here we go from New Zealand. It is Sean Jury and Barely, the Barra-powered Falcon.
Now, she sounds better today. She sounds way better than she did in the wild card. Wow, he likes to push it close to those walls. Oh, Barley, all the way out from New Zealand, still going, cutting hoops on the way out on rims. What a madman!
Hey, Dave, did you see in the back of that? I think it's got a hammock in the back seat.
Yeah, it does have a net. I saw that the other day. I think they throw their helmets in them.
And water bottles and all sorts of
It's
bits
there
and
to
bits.
catch the excitement when you're doing a burnout.
Your cat can have a nap.
We got one
Whoa.
car left here in the redemption round. It's the most trooper-like of all the cars, calling double duty with 2 drivers this weekend. It's 6th run out here on the Castlemaine Rod Shop burnout pad.
What a way to close out the Open Championship. What a way. What a way. One of the most reliable cars you'll ever see on any burnout pad. Always up for the double duties. Here we go with hammer time. Blast Motor, 111 skids. That's done 6 here at this one event. 6!
I know, we're 5% of the way there.
5% of the way out of one event. And the amount that those guys skid, we'll be at 112 in absolutely no time.
Chris Orchard didn't even do that many skids with 3 cars.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Sorry, Chris.
Very unfortunately. I tell you what, don't need to go anywhere if you want to hang around, though, because we will have our presentation out on the Burnout pad very shortly. Our judges now will concur. They'll have a look at some of the scoring, and we'll find out who our Burnout Championship winners are going to be and who our Pro Burnout Series Redemption Round winners will be, because across those 2 fields, we've got 6 wildcards to give away, obviously, for the Street Machine Summernats 38.
Maddie, we'll see you down there on the pad shortly. Folks, if you're truly a Burnout fan, though, please hang around and help us acknowledge those winners and celebrate with them. But while you're waiting, go grab another slushie. Come back. We're going to be at least 5-10 minutes because we've got to count scores, and counting's hard. You've got to take your shoes off. It's hard.
What else can they do, Lara?
Well, they can also go on summernats.com. Actually, it's an OzTix thing, and get your Platinum Pass. Now, Platinum Pass is $473 and change.
That's pretty cheap per week, right?
I did the math. It's $9 a week to sit in the shade.
That's 2 Sydney coffees a week.
Yeah, that's 10% off your merch.
Oh, $10 your merch. You get the fast lines.
Yeah.
Into the event itself.
VIP bar for Super Cruise and bands.
And have you seen the cool lanyards? It's all black and red. Like, it just separates you from everybody else.
You're a VIP, rock star.
And you get the seat up in the Chick Henry Grandstand.
Having sat here in the sun for most of the afternoon, I am ready to go to the Chick Henry Grandstand because they get breeze.
They do. They don't have a swim up bar yet. We were discussing this yesterday.
I feel like the swim up bar would be soup.
It would be this time on a Sunday.
Yeah, I'm not keen on this.
No. Maybe one of those little misting fans.
Well, last night I did see that Ford Spinner that has a misting fan built into the roof. They don't have aircon, but they have like this mister they turn on while they're driving.
That's pretty cool. But yeah, jump on to summernats.com.au, grab your early bird Platinum Pass and season passes now. Save yourself bucket loads of coin because you do not want to miss out on this again, because this event is getting better and better year on year.
I mean, this year we had Skids in the Sky.
Yep.
We had Skid Row on the pad.
Ugh.
We had
Methanol Madness,
non-stop burnout comps. It's just been insane. If you're going out via Gate 7, the last merchandise stand with stock is up there. Now, you not only can get Summernats 37, there's limited stuff left, but you can get previous Summernats heavily discounted. So if you thought 2 years ago that I had the most awesome time ever, that's time to get Summernats 35 stuff.
definitely going to save yourself some money, that's for sure. So on your way out, folks, if you are living, which we hope you don't, we hope you do hang around and see who these guys are going to take out the 3 wild cards from Redemption, and obviously the champion of the Burnout Open Championship here at Summernats 37.
Now, I have a request for the folks out there. One, if you want to start it out with what's happening with the Pro Burnout Series, because there is a packed 2025 season calendar, go on Facebook, follow the Pro Burnout Series page,
100%.
and that will give you all the updates. But if you were out there and you're like, I got a photo of the thing that no one else saw, post it on Facebook, hashtag Summernats37, so we can all see it.
Definitely.
Share it in the community, follow us on Facebook, get in the groups. Dane, you're the admin of gods for the groups.
Jump on Facebook. There is a page called Summernats Community, which is for fans and entrants alike. You get a lot of questions coming through there, and probably the question you wouldn't think you need to ask, but has been asked a few times, and you'll definitely get all your answers in there pretty quickly, because we are pretty heavily tapped into the admin of Summernats itself here, so you definitely get the right answer straight away.
And I mean, if you're thinking, he said something about Platinum Passes, how do I get those again? It'll be in the group.
Yep, summernats.com.au. That's the way to get them.
There's no silly questions, just the ones you haven't asked yet.
That's very, very true.
Yes.
Very, very true.
All right. If not, have a safe trip home, folks. My name's Lara Wild. Dane Hagstrom's been joining us up here. Matty Cav will be down in the middle of the pad.
With Dave Pendlebury.
Very shortly to announce the winners of the Redemption Round and also the winners of the Summernats 37 Burnout Championship.